Have you ever tried pairing salmon with coconut milk? If you're unsure, then stick around and I'll show you how to get creative with your ingredients to enjoy this beautiful rice dish. Let's look at our ingredients and tools needed for this dish. Pause the video here to take note. We'll start by preparing the vegetables. Trim the stalk off your broccoli and slice down the middle. Use half of the head of broccoli, lay it down flat and chop into small chunks like so. It's much easier to chop it this way rather than cutting around the individual florets, and it gives the same result. Moving on, we'll take one onion, slice it down the middle from root to tip, remove the top and tail, peel the skin, and finally slice into strips. For the peppers, slice down the middle to expose the flesh, run your knife around the stalk, holding all the seeds together, and trim off any white flesh by laying the pepper skin side down. Slice into strips so we have the same texture as the onions. Store any extras in Tupperware or a Ziploc bag for up to 3 days in the fridge. Take a bunch of fresh parsley and start picking the leaves away from the stems. For reference, you want about a handful of parsley. Give it a quick rinse and then start chopping. You can do basic chopping or fancy chopping to get a nice fine texture like so. Before we move on, set your oven to 160 degrees. I'll include any conversion rates in a pinned comment down below. Weigh out 300 grams of rice in a saucepan. This will portion about 3 or 4 meals. If you don't have a weighing scales, check out this quick tip on perfect rice to solve that issue. Wash the rice under a tap repeatedly until the water runs clear. This can take 5 to 10 rinses, so be patient. Top up the pan with water, get it on a high heat, add a teaspoon of salt and a dash of turmeric. Cover with a lid, and once it comes to the boil, turn the heat to low for 12 to 15 minutes. Whilst the rice is steaming, let's prepare our salmon for baking. Roll out 1 lemon on a surface to release the juices and slice across like so. Line your baking tray with foil and lay down the lemon slices to form a bed for the salmon to rest on. Peel the skins off 2 to 3 garlic cloves along with 25 grams of butter and add them into your baking tray. Lay the salmon skin side down. Season with salt, black pepper and paprika. Gently pour 150 milliliters of white wine and 150 milliliters of vegetable stock. The flavor from the lemon and garlic will seep into the white wine and stock, which will also steam the salmon whilst cooking. Cover with foil and bake on the middle rack for 15 to 20 minutes. Now, over a medium heat, add a glug of olive oil to your frying pan and saute the onions and peppers for 5 minutes. Once they've softened slightly, add the broccoli and repeat the process. The rice has been gently steaming for about 15 minutes. We can now fluff it up with a fork so it doesn't clump up. Take it off the heat and leave the lid on to keep the rice nice and warm. After 5 to 10 minutes of occasional stirring, the broccoli should have shrunk slightly and crisped up at the edges. It's at this stage where we'll add a tin of coconut milk. Make sure to shake the can before emptying its contents into the pan. Turn the heat to medium-low, add seasoning as you go, and cover with a lid. After 20 minutes, our salmon is beautifully cooked. Add about half a cup's worth of that delicious cooking liquid into the pan. You can see the salmon is still slightly pink in the middle, which is perfect as it will continue to cook gently in the pan. Peel off the skin before letting it gently simmer in the pan. Add a handful of fresh parsley to the mix and save some for serving. When serving, lay down a bed of rice, add that delicious coconut and salmon mix, making sure to ladle on plenty of sauce, sprinkle on a little bit more parsley, and you're ready to eat. The fluffy basmati rice pairs beautifully with a delicate meaty salmon. The sauce has a hint of lemon which cuts through the rich, creamy coconut milk. I hope you take inspiration from this dish. Let me know if you give it a try. If you enjoyed the video and would like to see more content like this in the future, please consider subscribing and giving a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.